What's up, YouTube? I'm gonna make me a video while I'm walking. See? I'm crossing a parking lot. Probably should have fucking grabbed my tripod. That place right there is kind of cool. They rent out U-Hauls and they restore vehicles and work on vehicles and stuff. See that little building, that little deal right there? It's pretty freaking awesome. They replicated an old Sinclair gas station. Even with Andy Griffith's fucking police car. Hey man, you better take out the Mayberry. Or back to Mayberry. Oh. Can't see, can't tell. Yeah, a little freaking light. Can't tell if you can see it, but where that white car is at, they got an old school telephone booth from the 90s and the 80s. That's so cool. A water tower, the bizarre rail car repair place. Pretty big building because they got that place over there behind Carl's. And right over here too. They actually do repairs, and I live pretty close to this place too. But yeah, look at that building, is like kind of old and stuff. See? It's pretty neat. But yeah, this big old part of the property there, they own that, and all that. And if you can see that telephone pole, it's like leaning, it looks like it's about to fall. Hold on. There you go. It lined up with them. That is not safe. Look at the wires. You can see where it goes from that telephone pole and it leans really bad. Man. Fucking craziness. But yeah, I'm going to stop the video right here because I got to cross the street. I'll start back up when I get halfway down that street. With the power of movie magic, this long walk is going to be kind of quick. Because I'm halfway down the street from the train place. And Irwin's, I believe those thingies in the window move around. Because one day that'll be there, then something else will be there, and that'll be over here in this window. It's weird. An empty house, big pigeons in the attic. The yellow house is crazy. These birds, the pigeons in that place that come out of that attic are bigger than a Yorkie puppy. Maybe almost the size of a poodle. Yeah. It's warm, but there's a breeze, and that's nice, and that's good. So, it's a interesting walk. It's a bit of a long walk, but I'm going to shortcut up at that red light up there if you can see it. Actually, I'm going to record until I get up to this big tree past that white house with blue shutters. That way you can see where the light's at. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go across the street because I got the right of way. And a lot of people just don't care if you got the right of way. Unless you're walking down the middle of a street and there's a stop sign for you, then you do have to stop. Oh, the light's green. Will I make it? Will I make it? No, I won't make it. I'm too far back this way. Alright. Shade. That's what I'm talking about. Shade trees. Now up ahead here, I am going to cut across the street, get up that light, and I'll probably go a little bit straight, then cut right. Because, well, it's a shortcut. So I'm going to stop this video right here. That is an apartment complex, a duplex if you call it. But back in the 1930s, it was the original Cyrus Hospital. Now it's a duplex. Where, like a few years back, a bunch of heroin junkies used to live and used to just throw their needles down in the yard and shit. So, we got a little bit of rich history in this town. Not a lot of it's still standing. Trying to make a YouTube video where I walked to my parents' house like 4 or 5 days ago, but I didn't really hear too much of what I was saying because cars driving past, jack-offs being in their fucking piece of crap fucking trucks and stuff. Because they think everybody gives a shit about what their cars sound like. Man, can't wait to get to that shade spot right there. It is hot and I'm sweating. I might make a little detour. Because it says it's like 85 degrees, 86 degrees today. Yeah, that right there, that used to be a service station, get gas and stuff, but pretty much it's just like a mechanic garage. They just work on cars and stuff. Because they have no gas pumps now. But they do have the gas containers where you put the gas in. Ooh, pretty lady in my yard. I don't think you're done with that yard. It looks like you missed a spot from here. The local school, the middle school. Yay, that's fun. Cell phone tower. I don't know if you can see it, but where that tower is over there, the orange and red, or the white and red, that used to be an Army surplus store. But back in like 93 or 95, I think it was, they closed it down and turned it into a holding facility for impounded cars and stuff for the local police department. You got tons of freaking bikes in that place. At least when I walked past it the last like couple weeks ago, there's probably like 80 bikes in there. Stolen bikes that were stolen, rode somewhere and just dumped in somebody's yard. People do that around here for some reason. They just don't seem very intelligent to me. And if you see, yes, I'm sweating my butt off. So, church. My grandma and her mom and her sister used to go to that church. All of my family used to go to that church way back. That was when people actually went to church and believed and stuff like that. Really not too much anymore, because most of the world's made up of atheists and fucking liberals. And the liberals and progressives and Democrats want to destroy the church. Because they believe in evil. I like they're teaching Marxism in school and trying to tell these kids that, you know, Marxism and Hitler and stuff aren't bad guys. And in all out honesty, they all killed over 1 million people. Stalin, Hitler, Che Guevara. Che Guevara killed gays and black people because he did not like the color of their skin. And then you see these Antifa and BLM supporters like wearing Che Guevara shirts and have Russian sickle and hammers on their get-ups. It's ridiculous. And then they're running around calling people Nazis and Russian spies and shit. And it's like, well, you're wearing Russian-style military gear with Russian symbols on them. Who here is really the freaking Russian spy? New pizza place at Alton. The pizza tastes like crap. I've ate it a couple times and I will never eat it again. Alright, movie magic time. Alright, a little history here. That used to be a gas station too. Then it became a car lot in the 90s, and now it's just a building where people, the guy that owns it goes and hangs out. And this is where all the alcohols get their beverages. Okay, I'm gonna break down the statistics and the percentage of this town. A VFW right there. That right there used to be a pizza shop, local library, a historical building which is now a home as people bought, a law office, the alcohol drive-through spot. Okay, this is how bad this is in this town. And this is out of 100% of the people that live here. 30% of the people that live here are alcoholics. 20% of them are heroin junkies and meth heads. 30% of them are meth heads and heroin junkies. Another 30% of them are crackheads. And then there's 20% of them that are just potheads. And I am in that 20%. Because weed's never killed nobody. Weed has never harmed anyone. The only thing it does is cause you to salt your refrigerator and the foods that are in it. Now, unlike a lot of people that would lead you to believe that, oh, crack is a safer drug. Heroin's a safer, no, heroin's not a safer drug. Crack is not a safer drug. I've had a relative that smoked so much crack it killed him. It literally stopped his fucking heart. It speeded it up and then boom, shut it down. So don't let anybody ever tell you crack's a harmless drug, because it's not. It'll kill you, it destroys families, and besides the fact that you get hooked on it, you're spending, like my uncle, my mom's brother, used to spend $5,000 a night on this stuff. And then he would drag me along with him while he and his friends were driving around smoking this shit. And honestly, to tell you the truth, I hate meth heads, I hate crackheads, I hate heroin junkies. They know the stuff will kill them or fucking destroy their lives, and they choose to do it and then cry and whine. Oh, it did it. Well, you know, you chose that. You chose to do that. Nobody forced you to. You went to these people's house, seen them do it, and be like, oh, well, I'll try it, and then you got hooked on it. Like a guy you used to hang out with and work with. Started occasional lunchtime, I'll go over here to dude's trailer with him and hit the fucking meth pipe. Well, it got to the point where every break they got, they are going to dude's trailer and smoking meth. And it's just like, wow, man, you ain't got nothing better to do. You try, you know, you're depressed, dude. That's why you ain't got energy to do shit. And it's crazy because people come up with crazy excuses why they do it. I don't do it, and I've got energy for days. I could just wake up from an hour's sleep and have all the energy I need to finish my day or to complete my day or go through my day. It's just insane the excuses people make up for doing that stuff. Well, my walk to my parents' house has become short for y'all, but long for me. This bridge is pretty cool. In my other video that I had to scrap and delete, I took some views of the river and stuff and how cool it looks. But, you know, cars once again, blah, 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 and see, I don't know if you can see that, but that's pretty freaking awesome. It's really neat. It's cool as hell. Now, soccer fields in the park, small park, soccer fields, parking lot, except for right there. There used to be a water treatment plant. And I lived there for 3 months homeless. And I had a job. And that was before Donald Trump became president. Because I couldn't afford to live. You know, and it seemed like after he became president, rent started being affordable. People could afford to pay rent. Now I have my own place, which I'm pretty sure I posted a video on here of me doing some weird stuff or some strange and crazy stuff at my apartment. If not, I'll try to find it on my computer, put it on my phone, and upload it to YouTube. But yeah, it was a pretty big building. I got some cool pictures of orbs and a shadow standing all the way down to the end of the hallway, just standing in the middle of the hallway watching me, staring me down. Out behind the building, I took pictures and there's nothing but orbs, like hundreds of orbs in this picture. And as I was walking up to the building, I took a picture of the back of it, and there wasn't nothing there. And then probably not even a minute later, I'm like right there at the back of the building, and I snapped a picture, and boom, nothing but orbs. Which building was pretty cool. Had a tower and stuff. I went up in the tower and would hang out and stuff, and just watch cars drive by and stuff. So yeah, but it took them almost a year or 2 years to tear the building down after they initially moved and built a new building. And yeah, it took them a long time to tear it down. Then they tore it down, and it's not level. It's spots where they filled in places sunk down and stuff. It's just craziness. But it went to where those telephone poles were, all the way there to where those two trees were. Alright, here's where that movie magic kicks in again. Oh, this walk sucks and it's long. Okay, I'm at the path and I'm about to walk through it. Heading to my parents' house to visit and see what they're doing. And possibly eat some food from their house, because my mom's a good cook and she always cooks some good shit. That's a nice place to walk in. Billy Wade sucks. Rockets. I'm not gonna lie, that dude pulled a compound bow on me twice. Said, I'm not scared of you, and I'm like, why do you have both in if you're not scared? Then he tried to sick 3 dudes on me on a dark street. He's a douchebag, he's a sissy. But back to the walk, look at all this nature. Now, there's a lot of homeless people that live down in these woods. Sleep down here, got tents, got little makeshift shacks and stuff. One of them I know, we used to be good friends and stuff. If you can see where that stuff's at right there. My dad walks the dog down through here and he says he's sleeping there. He sleeps there every night, wakes up early in the morning. Now over here is where they got a little settlement community of homeless people, and over in there too. And a few of these people I know them that they live in these woods and stuff, in back air and that. They're more than capable of working, of being employed, and they all choose not to because I don't want them to know I live on the streets. Well, you know, if you let them know you're living on the streets, they may be able to help you out with home and shelter and stuff. And a mosquito bit me on the head because I'm sweating. But yeah, people are too proud to say they need help anymore. I mean, if you need help, you need help. Say something. Don't hide it. Don't let it get out of control to the point where you start doing bad drugs and about to kill yourself and shit. Found a quarter here last week, just laying in the grass right there. Just looked down and there it was. Look at all the grasshoppers. Huh. People walking down the street. I can guarantee you they're not doing YouTube videos. They're trying to catch cats. My cats. Yeah. There's some beautiful scenery down through here. So yeah, my mom and them, Live right there in that spot right there. I actually hope they're home. These people in the trailer park, that is nature reserve, and so is that. And they just go and throw their trash over the fence. There's a dark spot right over there where you can see a bag of trash from that black trailer. And it's fucking crazy. I'm not sure what those people are doing in my parents' yard, but my dad sees them, he'll get pissed and tell them to get the fuck out of the yard. Because they like to try to chase chase their cats and the few cats I got here. Try to catch them. And then I recently found out that there's some kids that moved in not too long ago. They went and caught a couple of my friends' kittens and drowned them. And you wanna know what? Talk about the devil, and there one pops up. If you can see that kid walk across the parking lot, no shirt, blue jeans, yeah, he's one of them. Just crazy. Crazy. Got a friend that lives there in that trailer, the white and gray one. My cousin's dad lives in white and yellow. Alright, YouTube. Movie magic is over.